If you're still doing your inventory management with spreadsheets, but you're looking for something more intuitive and scalable, then this video is for you. We're going to go over the main aspects like having an overview of your equipment, tracking your equipment, accountability, collaboration with team members, and maintenance. And in the end, I'm going to show you one of the coolest parts that really makes a difference between equipment management software and spreadsheets. Let's get started. Hi, I'm Luna from Cheqroom, and if you'd like to know more tips and tricks about equipment management, subscribe to our channel. Tracking your assets with spreadsheets sounds easy. It's free and everyone has access to it. Just put all your equipment on a sheet and that's it. Yeah, no. Unfortunately, it's not that simple when it comes to real-life examples. So this is what a typical spreadsheet for equipment management looks like. 30+ columns wide and probably hundreds of rows long, if you're lucky. So here comes the first disadvantage. Having an overview of a large amount of data becomes really difficult. Plus, it becomes messier and messier with growing inventory. Sooner or later, you're going to have some data errors. This is how the same overview of your equipment inventory looks like in equipment management software. You have all the data in one place, and the user interface is much nicer. It is easy to identify items with pictures, and since everything is organized in categories and sorted by locations, you can easily find the item you're looking for, even with a growing inventory. The second big difference between spreadsheets and equipment management software is having up-to-date information of all your equipment in different devices. Tracking your assets and keeping your spreadsheet up-to-date is often a hassle, especially if your equipment is moving a lot. For example, camera gear that is taken from one shoot to another, or IT equipment that is taken to people's homes during times of remote working. Let's say you want to book a projector for an upcoming video conference. You just remember that now and you want to do it right away. By managing equipment with spreadsheets, just imagine browsing through all of the equipment on your mobile phone and adding a remark that you will use it next Tuesday. Yeah, it's not really handy. But the same task becomes really easy with equipment management software. The third hassle with a spreadsheet is its limits on keeping people accountable. A spreadsheet works fine until more than one person starts using it and editing it. Everything beyond that becomes messy and untrackable. In equipment management software, you can assign equipment to a specific user, create a sign-out agreement, and have users sign it electronically. Also, if you have many colleagues to whom you want to give different access to, spreadsheets become quite limited, and you soon lose an overview of who can view the document or who can edit it. Whereas equipment management software has the option to give different user roles to people. For example, you can choose to give one group, let's say they're students, only access to see what's available and book equipment. But you want to have an equipment room manager who can also check out the gear they booked and add new equipment to the inventory. That brings me to my next point. With different roles in a team, everyone wants to spend time on doing their own thing, and no one really wants to spend unnecessary time on just managing equipment. If you're using spreadsheets, the chances are that one person has to pay really good attention to all the details and notify the right people if something needs to be done. For example, keep an eye on the warranty expiration dates or notify other team members if they're late in returning their equipment. The good news is that equipment management software does this for you. You can set up automated email notifications before warranties expire. It will automatically send a list of items to the right people so that they can take the necessary actions to extend the warranty. Or you want to send automatic SMS reminders to users when their equipment is due back. It takes a lot of pressure off from you, makes collaboration way easier, and it lets the software do its magic. The last big part of the comparison is maintenance. Making sure your equipment is in top-notch condition plays a big part in managing equipment. With spreadsheets, your options are quite limited. You can make a column to indicate that equipment is broken, but what's next? Can it still be used? Or who even takes care of maintenance? With equipment management software, you can create your own relevant flags that can be used for marking equipment that has a low battery, needs repair or maintenance, or needs cleaning. You can choose which user groups have the option to flag items, and whether this flag makes the item unavailable for upcoming bookings. The team members will have to leave a message and can take pictures so maintenance can be planned accordingly. And how do you know when to plan maintenance? Automated notifications will send a message to whoever is in charge of maintenance when an item gets flagged. If you like what you have heard until now, give us a thumbs up. It would really mean a lot to us. And on top of it all, a huge advantage of equipment management software is that you can have a full data analysis with just a few clicks. That's my favorite part. Excel can easily get too complex and limits quick data analysis, but with equipment management software, you have easy access to a whole bunch of reports. For example, you can see who has what items in their custody. You can also have a look at what is the current state of your equipment, so how many items need repair, are missing, need inspection, and so on. You can get insights into equipment that is used the most. And another cool thing, you can even see who from your team members has been the most accurate in returning gear. That becomes really interesting for video production companies or schools, for example, who have a lot of equipment that people rent out for a short period of time. And last but not least, old-fashioned spreadsheets just look boring. Wait, I already mentioned that, but it's true. In a nutshell, outdated information makes your Excel useless, or just gives you a big headache. For this video, we used Cheqroom as an example of an equipment management software. If you'd like to know more about managing your equipment or equipment hacks, have a look at these videos. Subscribe to, I'm gonna go again with the subscribe word. Let's relax. To spreadsheets. I think I said spreadsheets. Spreadsheets.